We're at the North Carolina Speedway, home of the 2003 Subway 400. Teammate to last week's winner, Ryan Newman, Rusty Wallace leads us off on the pole, with reigning most popular driver Dave Blaney to his outside. 5 cars going home today: Jack Sprague, Ted Musgrave, Shauna Robinson, Ken Schrader, and Kenny Wallace.
Yeah, for some of those guys, Sprague, Kenny Wallace, they don't really have many owner points, so these first 5 weeks could be pretty rough for them. We'll have to see what happens. We've got over 47 teams trying to attempt this entire Winston Cup schedule, so we'll have to see what happens. Of course, we got Kyle Petty's in the field today again. We go on board with this man here, Ryan Newman, won his first race last week, the Daytona 500.
Yes, that was huge for Ryan. We head up front to his teammate. Rusty Wallace leads them to green here at the Rock.
So we also got to talk about the man starting third there, Casey Atwood. He got a great launch there. He's going to the inside of the 21 of Dave Blaney off of turn 2. Looks like he's going to take it.
A good qualifying run for his teammate there, Bill Elliott, as well. Looks like Elliott's going to get around Blaney as they head off of 4. Rusty Wallace coming back and to get those 5 bonus points, leads the first lap.
Yeah, and he's just sailing away here a little bit. Let's see if Casey can do anything with him now they're single file. And yeah, let's talk about this. Casey's in his 3rd year in Cup. Still looking for that first win. Evernham said they really hoping to take a big step forward this year. All the Dodge teams are. So you see Todd Bodine back there going to the inside, or trying to go to the inside. It looks like Greg Biffle got by as well.
We're on board with Kurt Busch in that 60 car. He is challenging Rusty Wallace for the lead here at Rockingham.
Yeah, Kurt, he had a good year last year. Of course, Kevin Harvick, Jimmy Johnson won races, but Kurt's a guy we feel like could probably break out and win one this year. Also, take a look behind them. Look who's up to 3rd place. That's the 8 car, Dale Earnhardt Jr. He definitely looking to take the next step this year as well.
Yeah, Earnhardt Jr. has made a lot of progress through the pack. We also see running in the 4th position behind him is our Daytona 500 winner, Ryan Newman. As Kurt Busch continues to lead here at the Rock, we see Rookie of the Year Jimmy Johnson up to the 5th position as well. On board with Earnhardt Jr., he's caught up to the 2 leaders. He's going to go to the inside of Wallace. Looks like both Wallace and Kurt Busch scrape the wall there off of 4. That's going to allow Earnhardt Jr. through as the crowd goes wild here in his home state of North Carolina.
Yeah, that'd be a big win for Dale Jr. here. He's leading here at the Rock right now. So look at this. Jimmy Johnson's in the 5th position. He's looking to pass Bobby Labonte for 4th. Another strong start for him. See, Newman's back to 6th, but who's really strong overall right now is these Pontiacs with the new design this year. They've got 3 out of the top 6 right now, Pontiacs.
Earnhardt Jr. still leading, but he's in some lap traffic. You see him passing Jimmy Spencer in the 96 there. Oh, and we've got trouble off of 4. The lap car of Elliott Sadler has taken Jimmy Johnson. Oh, and a hard hit there. Jimmy Johnson's teammate, Jeff Gordon, just plows into him.
Man, that's a tough break for Jimmy there. Looked like he was going to be able to continue, but yeah, just wrong place, wrong time. And Mr. H is going to have 2 cars on the record.
Coming back to the green flag here. Earnhardt Jr. leads them back, but he's in some lap traffic here. You see to the inside of him, Ward Burton, Dave Blaney, Kyle Petty there, and Joe Nemechek trying to get his lap back as well.
Yeah, that's a precarious position for Junior to be in right now. He's up on the outside there off of 4. He's got to get down the inside there before Kurt Busch can get to his inside.
Well, it looks like he's going to try to pass some of these lap cars back. That's going to be easier said than done. Blaney Blaney slows down a little bit. Nemechek to the inside slows up, and that is going to allow Kurt Busch back to his inside, and actually Junior gets shot up the hill. Rusty Wallace is going to make his way up the middle between him and Spencer as the 21 scrapes the wall and hits Junior in the process.
Yeah, meanwhile, look at this. Bobby Labonte in the 18s also passed the 8 of Dale Earnhardt Jr. Junior's finally back to the inside now. And look at this. Speaking of going to the inside, looks like we're going to have a battle for the lead here in a second. And so Rusty Wallace looking there to the inside of the 60. Looks like he's going to be clear off of 4.
Still got to get around that lap car, though, of the 22 of Burton.
Yeah, Ward certainly causing a lot of chaos in his battle for lead, though. It looks like Rusty's going to get his nose there to the inside, as Junior has gotten back by the 18 of Labonte for 3rd.
Wallace now looks to clear Ward Burton off the corner. It looks like Kurt Busch is going to get through as well. So now we have a clear 2-car battle for the lead. Wallace still leading, but new second-place runner, his teammate, Ryan Newman. Newman got his first career Winston Cup victory last weekend. Could he get his second just 1 week later?
That would certainly be something. Say, these Penske Pontiacs, they're certainly making a statement to start the season, that's for sure. Looks like either way, one of them's going to come home a winner. But to see how they can navigate this lap traffic, they're once again coming up on Dave Blaney in that 21 car.
Here goes Newman taking a look to the inside of his teammate. Wallace closes the door off of 2. Earnhardt Jr. still in 3rd. We see Kurt Busch back to 4th now. Wallace holding a good line off of 4 once again, although Newman appears to maybe have a run coming. We'll see. Wallace is going to lead at the line this time. What will Newman do as they go into 1 and 2?
Rusty did not paint that white line very good off of 2. Looks like Newman may have a run down the backstretch here. The 12 car taking a look to the inside. Can Rusty get there? Oh, not quite. He did not close the door there. Newman drives it in really deep. Off of 4, it looks like the 12 may just have the lead here.
What a move by Ryan Newman. Can he hold on, win his second race in a row, and retain the Winston Cup points lead?
That would be something. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is closing in on these guys a little bit with how they've been battling. It looks like that 12 car is just sailing away.
Yes, I definitely say this move to Pontiac is paying off for Penske. Newman takes the white flag here at the Rock. Less than a mile to go.
Yeah, that win the Daytona 500, win 2 weeks in a row, that's something. Also, this is something. Jeremy Mayfield having a good top 10 run today in that 91 car.
Coming off a turn 4, Ryan Newman is going to go back-to-back in the first 2 events of the season. He wins at Rockingham.
Yeah, that's incredible. First time, I believe, since Richard Petty did that back in the day. Let's take a look at the Winston Cup standings here. So Newman continues to lead. Biffle up to second. Junior finished 3rd today. He's in 3rd.
We're in Las Vegas for the UAW-DaimlerChrysler 400. Bill Elliott leads on the pole with Jeff Burton to his outside. And today is a Winston Noble $5 million bonus race. We'll get to that in a second. First, we're sending 5 cars home once again, including Ricky Hendrick. That 5th Hendrick Motorsports entry. Once again, Sprague, Robinson, and others struggle with their owner point situation.
But yes, we got the Noble 5, Newman, Rudd, Stewart, Johnson, and Spencer.
And it has been announced the No Bowl 5 program has been renewed for several years, and it's been confirmed that Winston will continue to sponsor the No Bowl 5, even if they do not continue to be the series sponsor in 2004. Lots of rumors around that right now.
Yes, certainly be good to have them still be a part of the sport one way or the other. Love seeing that day glow on these cars and see if somebody can come home with $1 million today. That man starting their 3rd, Jimmy Johnson, could potentially do that.
Pace car headed down pit road. Fields in the hand of Bill Elliott in the 9.
Ninth shot out of a cannon there. Looks like top line did not go at all. Jimmy's going to get to the inside of Jeff Burton here as well. And actually, Bill Elliott's going to slide up the racetrack here a little bit. We go on board, Jimmy. It looks like he may get to the inside here of the 9 down the backstretch.
Yeah, Elliott just appears to have driven it in a little bit too deep into turn 1 as they head here through 3 and 4 for the first time. Johnson through the middle, and now to Elliott's inside is his teammate, Casey Atwood.
We got a little contact back there, 3 wide with Adam Petty and Ryan Newman there. And here comes Atwood. He's going to take a look to the inside of Johnson. They did get things sorted out back here with Newman, it looks like. Although, look at this, Labonte off track here, and the 3rd Evernham car, that's Mayfield there, gets through to the inside.
Johnson now single file out front, followed by two of the three Evernham cars of Atwood and Elliott. Johnson drifts up the racetrack here a little bit off of 4. He isn't going to get a run, but here comes Atwood to his inside.
Yeah, here comes Casey. Come on, you can get by him here going into turns 1 and 2. Do the old slide job, see what happens.
Atwood trying to clear Johnson, maybe not. Oh no, the two leaders get into it here. Atwood around and into the wall. He's going to try to get it going again here. Meanwhile, his teammate Bill Elliott now becomes the race leader, although Greg Biffle has something to say about that. He's looking to the inside, and Adam Petty is right behind him.
It looks like Biffle's going to win the race back to the line here. And, yeah, let's just see what happened here with our two leaders, teammate to this man here, Bill Elliott. So, yeah, Casey was not clear. He tried to pull up in front of Jimmy, and it just did not work. Looks like he got the worst of that. We go on board with Jimmy here. Yeah, he just nowhere to go here. See, Casey comes up, and bam, they both go into the wall.
Close call there from Adam Petty as well. Coming back to the restart here. No lap cars. Biffle will lead them, followed by Elliott, Petty, Burton, and Mayfield. Still 2 chances for Evernham Motorsports to get their first win today in the top 5.
Yeah, certainly they'd like to do that, although I think Biffle, speaking of first wins, he would certainly like to get his first win today. This is his 3rd year in Winston Cup. He's had some great runs. Did well in the points last year, but just has not made it to victory lane yet.
You know, another 3rd-year driver is Adam Petty, and he's making a pass for 2nd right now on Bill Elliott.
Yeah, these Petty cars, they got a lot of energy to start the season here. Whoa, what's going on there behind? It looks like he just wrecked him. Jeremy Mayfield just said, I've had enough. Oh, we got a big crash here. Bobby Labonte upside down. They were all wrecking on the front stretch. Man, Jeremy just caused a ton of destruction. Up there goes Earnhardt into Labonte. And, yeah, that's nuts.
Meanwhile, up front, looks like Biffle will win the race back to the caution, followed by Petty and Elliott there. But, yeah, let's just see what happened here. So, yeah, Mayfield just decides, you know what, I want to turn Jeff Burton for some reason. Burton gets spun, and then he comes back onto the racetrack in front of Ricky Craven and Buckshot Jones. Kevin Harvick gets a piece of it, and then they just start piling in. Rusty Wallace, Ward Burton. Let's see, did Jeff Gordon manage to get through? It looks like he did. Oh, he got a piece there of the 18 car. And then, yeah, nowhere to go for Earnhardt. And just absolute carnage on the front stretch here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
A lot of wrecked race cars.
So, several lap cars now to the inside of Biffle. Many of those were in the accident earlier. Biffle going to lead them back to the green. Let's see, can he clear Ron Fellows? Looks like he will, and keep him a lap down.
That, of course, now gives him a little bit of a buffer between 2nd place Adam Petty and himself now. Although it looks like Adam's going to make pretty quick work of that 81 car as well.
Meanwhile, we see Steve Park taking a look to the inside. Biffle still leading here at Las Vegas. Park now up to the 2nd position. He's gotten around Bill Elliott and Adam Petty. We go on board with him. He's really had a couple of pretty good seasons the last couple of years, multiple wins, but is just looking to take the next step. Speaking of taking the next step, what a turnaround for Petty Enterprises to see them running in 3rd position here at a 1.5-mile track.
Yeah, we know they really want to make some progress. They also, take a look at this, Jeff Green, he's even missed some races so far. He's running in the top 10 right now here in front of Dale Earnhardt Jr. Nice job, Jeff Green.
Yes, that's certainly impressive for him. Biffle lapping the 30 of Kevin Harvick there. Now he goes to work on Jeff Gordon. Going to have to go to the outside, and that is going to allow Park to close in here a little bit off of turn 4. They both have to go to the high line. Very precarious there with both the 24 and the 30 to their inside. White flag in the air. Can Park do anything with Biffle?
Yeah, I think it's going to be tough. That 97 has just been so stout all day. But we'll see here. 97 is drifting up the track a little bit off of turn 2. Heading down the backstretch for the final time here in Las Vegas. What can Steve Park do heading into 3 and 4?
Park drives it in, but it does not look like it's going to be enough. Rounding turn 4, Greg Biffle for Roush Racing is finally going to get his maiden Winston Cup Series win. Greg Biffle wins at Las Vegas in his 83rd career start.
You know what, Bill?
What, Chip?
All of our winners so far, they had not won a race before 2003.
No, they had not. And those two drivers, Greg Biffle and Ryan Newman, lead the points. Adam Petty in third. Here we are in Atlanta for the 2003 Bass Pro Shops 500. Rusty Wallace once again on the pole with last week's winner, Greg Biffle, to his outside.
Meanwhile, we got Jimmy Johnson there starting fourth, looking for some redemption. And unfortunately, the usual suspects failing to qualify. Just 1 or 2 more weeks, guys and girls, on the owner points.
And here they come to the green. Wallace with a huge jump. And we are racing at Atlanta.
Now, the question will be, can Biffle get down in front of Wallace's teammate, Ryan Newman there, or what's going to happen? Looks like he is for now, although Newman trying to stick his nose there under the 97. Looks like that's actually going to give the 97 a big push as we go down the backstretch for the first time. And let's see what happens here in the 3. Looks like Rusty's going to drift up the track a bit, and Greg Biffle may very well lead this first lap.
No, Biffle did get the 5 points there. That was very close at the line. And it looks like Rusty Wallace may just get really stuck on the outside here. There's a long line of cars. Newman, Johnson, Leffler, Atwood, as Newman takes a look for the lead here under Biffle. Going to take a few laps for these cars to get strung out. And until they do, if you get shuffled up to the outside here at Atlanta, it's very hard to get back in line.
Yes, it is. Well, take a look at this. Another lead change potentially. Jimmy Johnson looking to the inside of Ryan Newman. He wants redemption after he got wrecked last week by Casey Atwood.
You know, I'm kind of surprised to hear you present it that way, Chip. You're usually the Atwood defender around here.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, after he wrecked Casey Atwood last week, that's 100% Jimmy's fault. I don't know what he was thinking there. He should have just let Casey by.
All right, that sounds more like you, Chip. Meanwhile, Greg Biffle trying to make the pass back for the lead on Johnson. Here as they come by to complete the third circuit around Atlanta Motor Speedway. Bobby Labonte, who is considered to be the master of this racetrack, now up to the 4th position. You do not want to let him into the lead.
No, you do not, that's for sure. Although, look at this, we got 2 Petty Enterprise cars in the top 6 right now. Both Ty Bodine and Adam Petty. They're having another great day so far here at Atlanta. And watch out, boys. Here comes Bobby Labonte for the lead. As Bill said, you do not want to let him out front here at Atlanta.
Johnson led that lap at the line, but here comes Labonte. And right behind him, here comes the 43 of Bodine.
Oh, come on, Jimmy. Not this again. All right, not quite as bad as last week. He almost wrecked Greg Biffle just like he wrecked Casey Atwood there. But it looks like they did escape this time. Meanwhile, look at this. Ty Bodine looking to the inside of the 18. Can he lead a lap in the famous 43 car here at Atlanta?
Yes, the 43 has not won in almost 4 years, dating back to John Andretti at Martinsville in 1999. A lot of people think Bodine could be the man to do it as we go on board with him, trying to find a way past Bobby Labonte's Pontiac as they head down the backstretch.
Yeah, Newman battling back to the outside of Bodine there, too, off of 4. Looks like Bodine is going to get a nose to the inside here, Bobby Labonte. He's got some help there from Michael Waltrip and Kurt Busch there on the inside. And looks like he may be leading here at Atlanta.
Yeah, the 43 slides up the racetrack here a little bit. That could give Busch an opportunity into 4, although he does get back down in front of Busch. And the 43 is now leading here at Atlanta.
Yeah, that is something. Now Michael.
43 still leading at Atlanta. Todd Bodine, can he bring it home? Rusty Wallace back up to the 2nd position. Kurt Busch running in 3rd.
Yeah, Kurt would certainly love to get his first win at with Todd Bodine. Rusty wants to get his first win back with Pontiac. And how about Jeff Burton? He has not won in almost 2 years. Texas 2001. He wants to get back to victory lane after finishing 4th in the Winston Cup standings last year.
Yeah, and Ford Todd Bodine is just going to get railroaded by this long line of cars on the inside as Busch now takes the lead. Meanwhile, it looks like Burton is going to get past Wallace for 2nd. And here comes Blaney, 3 Roush Racing affiliate cars. The 60, the 99, and the 21, all in a line there on the inside.
And don't look now, but here comes two of them Chevrolets, Jimmy Johnson and Dale Earnhardt Jr. there. And Jr.'s got his teammate, Michael Waltrip, right behind him.
Also, don't count out our defending Winston Cup champion, Mark Martin, as well. All of these Roush cars having a great day today.
Yeah, and how about old Ron Fellows there? He's running right behind these guys in the top 10 right now. That's mighty impressive for him. Fourth start as a full-time driver. Of course, he got that second place at Kansas last fall, but still, that's impressive.
Busch still leading here, and he's got a little bit of a gap finally between himself and Burton. Looks like the first side-by-side battle is Martin going to the inside of Bodine back there for the 7th position. Meanwhile, looks like Fellows may be looking for 9th from Rusty Wallace.
And the accordion is closed back up again here, Bill. You say, looks like the 99 is catching the 60 here. So coming up on these closing laps here at Atlanta. What do you do if you're Jeff? Do you just try to ride along, or do you try to get past the 60?
I think this is just an example, perhaps, of veteran versus a sophomore driver. Chip, looks like Burton may have saved his tires a little bit better. He is reeling that 99 back in. Meanwhile, Johnson, who we're on board with right now, just made a pass on Blaney for 3rd. And Earnhardt Jr. is going to follow him through, and the 99 is now right on the back bumper of the 60 of Kurt Busch.
Yeah, and here comes Jimmy and Jr. as well. They are right behind them. Looks like Burton may get a run on the 60 down the backstretch here. Man, I know he would really want to win, especially after his teammate got his first win last week.
And here they all come, the top 6 under a blanket now, as both Blaney and Todd Bodine get back into this battle. 99 to the inside of the 60, heading into turn 1, and it looks like Earnhardt Jr. and Johnson are prepared to pounce as well.
Yeah, Earnhardt Jr., man, the 8 really was aggressive there, got the inside of 48. He has just front row seat to this battle for the lead, but probably will not be part of it, as he's going to get shuffled to the outside line here. And as the 60 loses some grip, that's going to send both of them backwards. And here comes the 8 up to 2nd place now.
Atlanta is one of Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s father's best tracks. Could he finally get his first win here? Or will Jeff Burton get his first win in 2 years? It all comes down to this, Chip.
Yes, it does. This is going to be quite the battle here. Burton drives it in, although that 8 car, man, he is good off of turn 4 right now. He just painted that white line right on the bottom.
Earnhardt Jr. right on the back bumper of the 99. Blaney now back in the conversation. And how about Todd Bodine? He is back up to 4th place.
Yeah, that's something. Also, Mark Martin trying to get up to 5th there to the inside of Jimmy. Perhaps the start of another championship run with that top 5 performance right now.
His teammate, though, appears to be in trouble. Burton does not get much grip off of turn 4. That's going to allow the 8 of Earnhardt Jr. to the inside. Crowd going wild here at Atlanta Motor Speedway as Earnhardt Jr. completes the pass going into turns 1 and 2.
Speaking of completing the pass, look at this. The 43 is working on 3rd place. The 21 of Blaney.
Yes, very impressive. Also impressive, all these Dale Earnhardt Incorporated cars as Burton slips up once again, losing some traffic. He appears to have used up those tires, battling his teammate Kurt Busch earlier. Earnhardt Jr.'s teammates Michael Waltrip and the 81 of Ron Fellows run the top 10. He takes the white flag now, less than a mile to go for Dale Earnhardt Jr. here at Atlanta.
And that'll certainly be impressive if Junior can hold on, but I got to say, I think driver of the day has to be Ty Bodine at 483. That's the most competitive that car has looked in years.
Yes, that is absolutely true, Chip. Coming off of turn 4, Dale Earnhardt Jr. gets his first win in Atlanta, the 8th of his career.
Man, nice job, Junebug. Great job for him. And for the first time in his career, he is leading the Winston Cup standings after 4 races. 13 over Greg Biffle. Adam Petty still in 3rd place.
The 2003 Carolina Dodge Dealers 400 is at Darlington Raceway. Steve Park has the pole with last week's winner, Dale Earnhardt Jr. to his outside. Say Steve Park won here in fall of 2001. And poor Jack Sprague, Tedra Musgrave, Shauna Robinson, and Kenny Wallace, the last time that they are stuck with their 2002 owner points. But we're hearing that may not be enough to save some of those teams that have now missed all 5 races. Green flag in the air. Park gets a huge jump on his teammate Earnhardt Jr. Although Earnhardt Jr. is going to get down in front of Rusty Wallace for second.
Yeah, great start by Steve. Really good Junior got down to the inside there, too. You see Jason Leffler started on the second row. Man, he's already back to like 10th place there. You just cannot run the outside here at Darlington. But yeah, Steve Park's really a master of this place. He won a Southern 500, and after a good start, maybe win another one here.
Uh-oh, trouble, backstretch. The 21 of Blaney gets into the 92 of Hamilton. Caution is out for the first time here at Darlington. Park easily wins the race back to the caution, but now this puts the teams in an interesting spot in terms of fuel and pitting. You could pit now, but generally it's thought that you could not make it to the end at this point. What do you do?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be kind of a split decision here by the crew chiefs. Looks like Steve Park, Earnhardt Jr., Casey Atwood, Jeremy Mayfield, our top 4 are all headed down pit road. Who's going to be the first one to stay out here? Let's see. All the top 5 so far coming. We got Rusty Wallace there too as Steve Park entering the pit lane. Let's see. Anybody got to follow the pace car?
And it looks like the first one to stay out is going to be Jason Leffler. He had that terrible initial start. So yeah, it's going to be Leffler, Fellows, and Newman, your top 3, but they will certainly have to pit later. I don't know if the 1, 8, and 19 can make it to the end. So Steve Park, the previous leader, starts deep in the field. You see he's behind the 55 there of Jeff Green. Meanwhile, on the other end of the racetrack here for this single file restart, we find our new leader, Jason Leffler, in the 20 car.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity for Jason. Just get out in clean air and, yeah, see what we can do with it. I mean, you never know where the caution is going to fall. The strategy could pay off.
Certainly worth the gamble for him. We've also got rookie Ron Fellows starting second on this restart. Green flag back in the air. And Ryan Newman in third.
Yeah, Newman, he's already got a couple wins, so why not roll the dice, see if you can get another one here.
Leffler gets a great start. It looks like Newman is looking to the inside of Fellows for that second position there. Although he's not going to make the pass this time. All single file down the back straightaway for the first time here. We're on board with Newman. He did get around Fellows, and it looks like he is looking for more. He is on the back bumper of the 20 of Jason Leffler. And Leffler drifts up the racetrack here a little bit off of turn 2. Newman looking to the inside. It's going to be side by side down the back stretch. Newman takes the lead.
We got 3 of last year's rookies, 1, 2, 3 right now. Newman, Leffler, and Kurt Busch coming into this battle as well.
Leffler looks like he's going to try the crossover move on Newman here. So, though it's not going to work at least this time, Bodine up to 4th. Meanwhile, we look back. Steve Park and company have made some progress, although Earnhardt Jr. got shuffled back a bit. And looks like Labonte is now second out of those cars that pitted earlier. But they've still got a ways to go as Newman continues to lead here at Darlington, and Kurt Busch is up to the second position now. He got by Leffler as well. Newman still leading here at Darlington. Meanwhile, Busch in second, Leffler third, as Mark Martin tries to make a pass on Bodine for 4th. Newman gets the wall, a Darlington stripe there a little bit. That's going to allow Busch to take the lead.
And yeah, this is another race that Kurt Busch is leading. I'll tell you what, Bill, I think his first win, even if it doesn't come today, it is coming soon. This kid has been on fire lately.
Busch now starting to pull away from those 2 Pontiacs behind him.
Leffler, you know, he really looked like for a while they were driving away from him, but looks like he may get back past Newman here pretty shortly if Ryan can't pick up the pace here a little bit. That car's...
Uh-oh, trouble off of turn 2. Mayfield gets into Wallace. He's going to take, oh no, not again, Bobby Hamilton. Meanwhile, here come the leaders. Newman and Leffler here. And Mark Martin there as well to the outside.
Yeah, some of those guys pitting here. Looks like Leffler's going to get around Newman there. So, yeah, what's going to happen then with these guys and needing to pit here?
Meanwhile, Park, these drivers that pitted on the earlier stop, likely they're all going to stay out this time, so the lead will cycle back through to them. Leffler picks up the pace car, and as expected, him, Newman, and Mark Martin, all the leaders, are going to pit this time. We expect that Steve Park will once again be the race leader here, although who knows what will happen.
Yeah, and you see Kurt Busch, we do want to note, he fell back to 4th position throughout the duration of that run there. That car just kind of fell off, but maybe some fresh Goodyears will get him running good again.
Yes, we'll have to see what that does for him. Oh, this is a surprise. Terry Labonte, Tony Stewart, Buckshot Jones, Casey Kane are all going to stay out. They still have not pitted at all today, and that's an interesting call by Paul Andrews. Steve Park pitted again.
Man, Steve Park, dead last. I don't know if that was the right call there by Paul Andrews, but we'll see what happens. Terry Labonte really trying to gamble here, as is Tony and these other guys. As they come back to the green, we really do not think that they can make it to the end of this race.
So let's see, Labonte on this strategy, Stewart on this strategy, Jones on this strategy. You see Casey Kane and that 38 car also on this strategy. It looks like Stewart is going to pass Labonte here on this restart. Use the lap car of Ron Fellows as a pick there. Very nicely done by Tony Stewart in the 41 there. But trying to figure out here, I believe the first driver in line that pitted earlier is Casey Atwood. However, there's that second group that just pitted now, led by Jason Leffler. So they're in the best fuel situation. Atwood probably the second best. And then these guys were very skeptical, unless there's a lot of cautions, if they can make it to the end. As Labonte now going back to the inside of Stewart, he retakes the lead here at Darlington. And Buckshot Jones having a great run right now, although once again he's going to have to pit as well.
Yeah, let's take a look at this. Yeah, I got to say, Casey might be in a catbird seat. You know, you got to keep me calm up here, Bill, but I got to say, I'm getting a little excited right now. You know, Casey, just don't let Jimmy Johnson wreck you again, and you'll be okay.
Chip, really? Never mind. All right, well, Terry Labonte is still leading here at Darlington. Can't he hold on with his fuel till the end of the race? Labonte has nobody behind him now. Most of the other drivers on this long-run strategy have already bailed. But he is trying to hold it out here at Darlington.
Yeah, that's certainly a gutsy call right now, that's for sure.
Meanwhile, we look back at Casey Atwood. He's up to the second position. He's actually passed Stewart, Jones, and Kane just by having better tires, so their fuel gamble did not pay off at all. I don't think he can run down the 5 car, but we do expect the 5 to pit.
Well, of course, that puts him in a great spot. He's got those slower cars as a buffer there between the others. Meanwhile, Steve Park is back in the top 20, but still, that might have thrown away. He could have been ahead of Casey Atwood if they did not pit that second time, so I don't think that was the right call. Although, who knows, maybe this was the right call here. Terry's still leading, although look at this. He is headed to pit road this time.
Yes, they've called Labonte to pit road here under green. We expect it'll be just a splash of fuel to make it to the end, but they were really hoping to get another caution. So yes, that makes Atwood the leader now. These other drivers on the same strategy as Labonte, so they are not seen as real competitors to the lead as Labonte finally makes it to his pit here. And, yep, here they come peeling off, Jones, Stewart, and Kane. And that leaves Atwood and a zip code all by himself.
Come on, Casey. I can't believe it. You might just do it here. We'll see. Just a couple of laps to go. You can do it, Casey. You can do it. I'm so happy. I might just cry, Bill, if he holds on.
Well, don't grab your tissues yet, Chip, but it is looking good for him. So you take a look at this. One of the drivers that has just been pedaling it very slowly here, stayed out in that earlier strategy, is Mike Skinner in the 14 car here. So he is having a great day ahead of Earnhardt Jr. here. Meanwhile, Steve Park manages to get another one there. Kenny Irwin headed to pit road, and the white flag is in the air for Atwood now.
Oh man, this might just be the greatest day of my life. Just hold on, Casey. You can do it. I'm so happy right now. Hold on to me, Bill. This is amazing.
Chip, this, you know what, I'm just going to let you be for a minute. Casey Atwood in his third season. Coming around turn 4, it looks like he is going to get Evernham Motorsports' first victory. Casey
Atwood won! Yeah! I can't believe it. I'm so happy. This is awesome. It's the best day ever. Bill, he did it.
Well, hey, hold on. Calm down, Chip. We got to talk about the standings.
No, we don't need to do that. Casey won. He's the champion. He's going to win the championship. It's the best day ever. Ah!